Chapter 70, Evidence 2. Zhu Tui's expression also became a little ugly. At this moment, Zhu Tui was certain that Mr. Wen Xiaoan harbored ill intentions toward him. If he really treated him well, he would be able to suppress the commotion with an announcement. However, if the teacher in charge, Wen Xiao, did not step forward, it would be more troublesome if the others, such as Mr. Bian Yuan, wanted to make a public announcement. They would have to contact other parties. Let me contact Miss N. She is the vice chairman of the School of Enlightened Mind. Her words carry more weight. Don't be anxious. The video is there. It'll be fine. Bian Yuan made a call. However, and Zhao Xu's call could not get through. She might be conducting experiments or training. Students, we can also repost more of these videos. We can get the other students to repost them for us when we send red packets. We can also contact the other students to repost the video. The truth is out there. Would he be able to overturn the situation? Rong Yayang's call to action had some effect. However, as a new student who had just entered the school not too long ago, his connections are simple. Doing so would indeed have a slight effect. However, it was rather difficult to create an impact. He would not even be able to enter the top 30, much less the top 10 of the hottest topics on the campus. Thank you. You guys can go to your classes now. I have to go out for a while, Zhu Tui suddenly said. Why are you going? Oh, I'm going to report it. Zhu Tui headed straight for the disciplinary division after he left the School of Enlightened Mind classroom. Zhu Tui had already understood the situation. Lion Jinzhang was taking advantage of the situation. Many people had no idea where to start when they encountered such a situation. What he said is the truth. What can you do, Tohim? Conscience? Lion Jinzhang had done similar deeds on the internet. He had succeeded too. He had taken advantage of such a loophole. Many students would at most call the disciplinary division to complain when they encountered such a situation. However, to the disciplinary division, they received countless complaints about the videos every day. How could they possibly investigate them all? Would the disciplinary division still be able to do their jobs then? They would not interfere as long as there were no problems with the video. Thus, under the complaints from his classmates, Lion Jinzhang only had to change the title. However, that also meant that his complaints were effective. However, he did not use enough force. Most of the students avoided departments like the disciplinary division if they could. It was enough for them to make a complaint on the phone. Wasn't they asking for trouble by causing trouble at the disciplinary division? Under such a situation, a person like Lion Jinzhang would succeed in his plot. However, Zhu Tui insisted on being a pain in the neck today. Zhu Tui received 2 more calls on his way to the disciplinary division. They were all famous producers of trending news on the campus. They had over 20,000 fans and over 30,000 people. They only discussed one matter with Zhu Tui. They were going to help Zhu Tui release a complete video to clarify the matter. Of course, it was not free. Zhu Tui had to pay 200,000. Zhu Tui did not have that much money. However, he saw a chain of benefits. The school was also a society. This was a small society of genetic newcomers. Even a trending video would involve a large number of benefits. The disciplinary division was set up at the border of the Extreme Branch Institute and the Mystery Branch Institute. It was a grayish-black building that looked rather solemn. Student, what's the matter? Teacher, I want to make a report. Someone is intentionally slandering a student, sowing discord between the Extreme Branch and Mystery Branch students, and is using a trending video to maliciously extort and corrupt the school's rules. At this moment, Zhu Tui did not mind blowing the matter out of proportion. He made the matter sound as if it was bigger than the heavens. The teacher from the disciplinary division who was serving Zhu Tui got a shock. Coupled with the fact that Zhu Tui's face had not fully recovered, he quickly led Zhu Tui to the side to understand the situation. The teacher from the disciplinary division who was receiving Zhu Tui heaved a sigh of relief when he heard Zhu Tui and saw the video. He had thought that something major had happened. So it was this video that caused the trouble. Student Zhu Tui, there are no problems with the video itself. There have been no technological changes. At the moment, he has not violated any of the school rules. What he said is the truth. Regarding the recording, in the recording, he said that he wanted $500,000, but he immediately said that it was a joke. That cannot be used as evidence for the punishment. Zhu Tui immediately stood up and barged into the room before the teacher in charge could finish his sentence. "Hey, what are you doing? This is the chairman's office. You can't barge in if there's nothing wrong." The teacher in charge came to stop Zhu Tui. At the same time, a few other teachers heard the commotion and came to stop Zhu Tui. However, Zhu Tui was sneaky. He had already rushed to the door of the first vice chairman's office when the teacher arrived to stop him. He knocked on the door. Soon, someone came out from inside. Wang Rudy. He was the vice chairman of the disciplinary division and currently managed the daily operations of the division. "What's going on?" The teacher from the disciplinary division had an ugly expression when he heard Wang Rudy's question. The teacher in charge had explained the situation to him just now. Wang Rudy also accessed the trending news on the campus after he heard Zhu Tui's explanation. He started comparing the two videos based on what Zhu Tui told him. He frowned a few minutes later. "There's a problem with Eternity Begins. The intention of this video's intentional guidance is too obvious. He clearly had bad intentions. Even though the video had not been tampered with and was an original, the public opinion of this video was completely different now that they were at each other's throats. It was the opposite of the original video. Furthermore, just as Zhu Tui had said, this was intentionally trying to drive a wedge between the extreme branch and the mystery branch. Even though there is competition between the extreme branch and the mystery branch, we will also be comrades in the future. How could he do that? He actually dared to direct the tide of the conflict. He sure has guts. After he said that, Wang Rudy said, "Deal with it. Block and remove this video immediately. This kind of trend cannot happen. Also, the account Eternity Begins account will be temporarily banned. We would see if we needed to deal with the situation further after the investigation. Also, deal with similar incomplete videos as well. Thank you, Vice Chairman Wang. There's no need to thank me. We did not do our job well. Vice Chairman Wang, I also want to report the person who uploaded the video, Lion Jinsang, for using the video to direct public opinion and extort money from the students. Please deal with the matter, Vice Chairman Wang," Zhu Tui said. "What happened?" Wang Rudy asked. The teacher from the disciplinary division explained, there was indeed a recording. In the recording, Lion Jinsang asked for $500,000. However, he immediately said that it was a joke, that he was teasing Zhu Tui. There's no way to prove it. Wang Rudy, the vice chairman of the disciplinary division, also listened to the recording. He furrowed his brow and said, "Student Zhu Tui, to tell you the truth, I can also tell that Lion Jinsang is extorting you." The later words should be his cover. However, this charge was already a crime. However, there had to be evidence if he was to be convicted. The recording could be overturned because of the latter half. It was normal for students to joke around. A conscience cannot be used as evidence for a crime. At this point, Wang Rudy added, "How about this? He'll follow up with the investigation." "It's all right, Vice Chairman Wang. I still have evidence. I can prove that he had extorted money from me," Zhu Tui suddenly said. "What evidence?" Even the vice chairman of the disciplinary division, Wang Rudy, was curious now. "If there is any concrete evidence, leave this matter to me."